evening, students. Today also we are going to see relations only. By tomorrow it will be completed. First we are going to see antisymmetric relation. Okay, first let me write the definition, then we will see what it is. The relation R in the set is said to be antisymmetric relation if for all A comma B belongs to the set A, you can say here, for all A comma B belongs to the set A, if A comma B belongs to R and B comma A belongs to R, then A equal to B. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? Suppose in the relation you have 1 comma 2, it is against of symmetric. If you have in the relation 1 comma 2, you should not have 2 comma 1. 1 comma 2 belongs to R. In the sense, suppose 1 comma 2 belongs to R, then 2 comma 1 should not be belonging to R. So, if these two are there means, then both will be equal. Both the elements are equal. For example, R equal to 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4 is antisymmetric because for all 1 comma 2 is here, 2 comma 1 is not there. 2 comma 3 is there but 3 comma 2 is not there. 3 comma 4 is there but 4 comma 3 is not there. Therefore, it is antisymmetric. Okay, right. Same way, suppose you have R equal to 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2. This is also called antisymmetric. It satisfies A equal to B. This is also called symmetric, you know. And that if it is not antisymmetric, it doesn't mean that it is symmetric. Now we are going to see some more examples in this. Now listen to me. First let me take A equal to 1, 2, 3. I am taking this set. So first R equal to 5 is antisymmetric. How we are saying it is already symmetric also. How we are saying it is antisymmetric? If A comma B present, then only you have to check for B comma A. So here A comma B, so whenever it is present, then you will be checking for B comma A is not in that relation. So 5 is also symmetric as well as it is called antisymmetric. So it is antisymmetric. You know the reason that A comma B does not present in this. So we no need to check for B comma A belongs to the relation or not. Therefore, it is as well symmetric as well as antisymmetric. You know that it is the subset of the Cartesian product A and A cross A. Right? It is next one. R equal to A cross A. You all know that it is this is the equivalence relation. So this will not be antisymmetric. It is not antisymmetric. Right. Now listen. Next, this is the first one, second, third. R equal to 1 1, 2 2, 3 3. This is also called antisymmetric because it satisfies this A equal to B. So you know that it is symmetric. One is, see that one is related. If you are reversing it, one is symmetric to itself. 2 is symmetric to itself. 3 is symmetric to itself. Therefore, so it satisfies this. So this is also called antisymmetric. Also, it is symmetric. Right. Next one. R equal to, see that 1 comma 2. Let me take 2 comma 3, 3 comma 4. You can see that here for all A comma B belongs to the relation, there is no B comma A belonging to the relation. So you can call it as antisymmetric. Right. The next one. R equal to 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 3 comma 2 and 4 comma 1. You can see that even at least here A comma B belongs to R, also B comma A belongs to R. So the order pair inverse form, even one is there, it is not antisymmetric, it is not antisymmetric. It is not antisymmetric. All of you know that it is even one element is one pair is having its reverse form, then it is not antisymmetric. Okay. So these are some examples of antisymmetric, and you can say one more also if you want to take 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 and 1 comma 3 is also called antisymmetric. So what is the meaning of this? If A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A should not be belonging to R. If both are belonging to R, then it should satisfy the condition A equal to B. That means any element is in the form of A comma B, then B comma A should not be there. If B comma A is related to R, you know that it is symmetric. But it is what you are saying antisymmetric is against of symmetric. Some places it will be satisfying both symmetric and antisymmetric. So next we are going for the problems. We are going to continue with the problems. Next we are going to continue the problems. The next sum in your book, let me check the number. Fourth question. Right. The relation or in the set of, it is exercise 1.1, fourth question. In the set of real numbers this is R, this is set of real numbers and this is the relation R defined by R equal to defined by R equal to A comma B such that A is less than or equal to B is and show that it is an equivalence relation. Show that not equivalence relation, show that it is reflexive and transitive but not symmetric. Right. Now what is that? This one, reflexive. It is reflexive and transitive. Reflexive, for all A belongs to the set or real numbers A comma, now you see that A is less than or equal to A. So A comma A definitely belongs to R. A comma A belongs to R, which means what? A is less than or equal to A. You might have studied, and now one of the two condition is satisfied, it is true. In mathematical reasoning you might have studied, here A is equal to A. Therefore it is reflexive. Next one, symmetric. For all A comma B belongs to the set of real numbers, A comma B belongs to R, implies A is less than or equal to B. But you know that B is not less than or equal to A. You can give some examples also. Right? 2 is less than or equal to 4, but 4 is not less than or equal to 2. Like that you can give. So example, here 2 is less than or equal to 4, but 4 is not less than or equal to 2. Therefore, it is not symmetric. Next one, we are going to do transitive. I will do it here because I am going to, next time I am going to overwrite this. Transitive. For all A comma B comma C belongs to the set of real numbers, A comma B belongs to R, implies A is less than or equal to B. Then B comma C belongs to R, implies B is less than or equal to C. Then A is less than or equal to B, B is less than or equal to C. Obviously A is less than or equal to C. Therefore A comma C belongs to R. Therefore it is transitive. Therefore it is neither, it is reflexive and transitive, but it is not symmetric. The next question. The relation R in the set of real numbers are defined by R equal to A comma B. R is less than or equal to BQ. Check whether it is reflexive, symmetric or transitive. Right. Now we are going for the reflexive. Reflexive. So I told you To say that it is not true, just take an example. Whenever a less than or equal to b cube or b square comes, for reflexive you take the number a equal to 1 by 2. Let a equal to 1 by 2. Now listen here. 1 by 2 is not less than or equal to 1 by 2 cube. That is 1 by 2 is not less than or equal to 1 by 4. Therefore, it is not reflexive. It is not reflexive. Next, we are going to check symmetric. Let a equal to 2 and b equal to 9. So now a is less than or equal to 9 cube, but it is 2 is less than or equal to 9 cube, but 9 is not less than or equal to 2 cube. So 9 is not less than or equal to 8. Okay, you are taking 2 and 9. Therefore, it is not symmetric. Listen children, you have to remember this number. I also remember these numbers only. On the spot you cannot think and write. Okay, right. Transitive. For let's say the numbers, let a equal to 100, b equal to 5 and c equal to 3 or 2, anything. Now we are going to check. Suppose a is a comma b belongs to R, implies a is less than or equal to b cube. As you know that 100 is less than or equal to 5 cube. So 100 is less than or equal to 125. Next, b comma c belongs to R, implies b is less than or equal to c cube. So which implies 5 cube is less than or equal to 5 is less than or equal to 3 cube. So 5 is less than or equal to 27. But you see that, but 100 is not less than or equal to 3 cube, which means 100 is not less than or equal to 27. Therefore, it is neither symmetric, it is neither reflexive, nor symmetric, nor transitive. So these are all important questions. You have to remember this again. This will be asking 3 marks. Children, please go through this one. Show that, this is the 6th sum. Show that the relation R in the set A equal to 1, 2, 2, 1 is neither reflexive in the set A. I have to define A. Let us take 1, 2, 3 is defined by equal to 1, 2 and 2, 1 is neither reflexive nor transitive but symmetric. So you can see that and give example. What is that transitive means? Here for all A belongs to the set A comma A does not belongs to R. Therefore, it is not reflexive. Right, now listen. This will be, so if you want to take an example, 1 belongs to the set A, but 1 comma 1 does not belongs to R. Therefore, it is not reflexive. Next, we are going to check the symmetry. Now listen, we are going to check for symmetry. So, you know that generally you can say for all A comma B belongs to the set A, here A comma B belongs to R, implies B comma A belongs to R. So, if you want to say that here 1 comma 2 belongs to R and 2 comma 1 belongs to R. Therefore, it is symmetric. If you want to say implies also. Right. Next one, transitive. It is not transitive. Just give an example. Here 1 comma 2 belongs to R, 2 comma 1 belongs to R, but 1 comma 1 does not belongs to R. Therefore, it is not transitive. It is not transitive. I think all of you understood this. The next question. I am solving the textbook problems, so just go through the problems. I am giving the 7th sum as homework. It is very simple. Exercise 1.1, 7th one homework. Now we are going to do the 8th sum. The relation are in the set A is 5 defined by are equal to a comma b such that modulus of a minus b is even is an equivalence relation. Is an equivalence relation. Is an equivalence relation. Also show that all the elements of the set 1, 3, 5 related to each other and all the elements of the set 2, 4 related to each other but 1, 3, 5 is not no element of 1, 3, 5 is related to any element of 1, 2, 4. This is the question. Only for each first part they will ask. Because it is a 3-mark question, they will ask you only the first part. Okay, now we will prove the first part first. Again, how to write this I am going to tell you. It is an important sum again. 3-mark question, maximum time they have asked this sum. How you have to follow the steps that I will be telling you. Now, reflexive. For all A belongs to the set A comma A belongs to R, which implies modulus of A minus A is even, equal to 0, is even. So, you know 0 is an even number, therefore, it is reflexive. It is reflexive. Right. Now, how we are writing symmetric? Listen carefully. Follow the steps carefully. For all A comma B belongs to the set A comma B belongs to R implies modulus of A minus B is even. So, modulus of A minus B, suppose you have 4 here, plus or minus 4 is also even. So, you can remove the modulus. So, it will be A minus B is even. Right. Same way, you can say that B comma C belongs to R implies modulus of B minus C is even. Right. Now, without modulus also, it will be even. Modulus of B minus C is even, then B minus C is even. Now I am going to write what is A minus C. A minus C is A minus B plus B minus C. Right. Now this is even, this is even. The sum of the two numbers will also. What I have done? I have added 1b, I have subtracted 1b. All of you following children? A minus c I have written in this form. So what I have done? I have subtracted 1b, added 1b. Okay. So the sum of the two numbers is also, the sum of the two even numbers also even. Okay, is even. So now you take with the modulus of a minus c is even. So we will say that a comma c belongs to, I have proved for symmetry. We have to prove for symmetry. I have proved for transitive. Right now listen. Modulus of a minus b is even. A minus b. What will you say here children? Minus of b minus a is even, and modulus of b minus a is even. Therefore, b comma a belongs to R. So therefore it is symmetric. All of you following it? Once again we will see that I want for transitive. Now listen. A comma b belongs to R implies modulus of a minus b is even. Without modulus also it is even. So if you are taking minus of modulus of b minus a is even. If you put it inside the modulus, that will also be even. So b comma a belongs to R. Now I have proof for transitive, that also now you can do. All of you are following it? So I gone for transitive. Now understood that symmetric? All of you? Now we are going for transitive. Transitive. Now listen to me this one. For all, already you know that a comma b belongs to the set A comma b belongs to R implies modulus of a minus b is even. Okay, which implies without without modulus also it is even. Right. Next one. For all b comma c belongs to A, b comma c belongs to R implies modulus of b minus c is even. So you can say that it is b minus c is even. Now as I wrote already, a minus c will become a minus b plus b minus c. This is also even. Sum of the two even numbers also even. If you take modulus of a minus c is even. Therefore, a comma c belongs to R. Therefore, it is transitive. Since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, it is an equivalence relation. So I want to keep this here. I want this one. We are going to prove this. Any doubt in this? Just I will give you time to take symmetric. All of you understood this one? So a comma b belongs to R. Modulus of a minus b is even. So modulus of a minus b even means a minus b is also even. Then if you are taking minus out, this is even. So if you want to go for one more step also, b minus a is even. Then you can say that modulus of, this is not needed. So directly you can say modulus of b minus a is even. Therefore it is, so b comma a belongs to R. Therefore it is symmetric. Now look at this one. So transitivity, modulus of a minus b is even. So without modulus it is even. Again b comma c belongs to R. Modulus of b minus c is even. Then b minus c is even. The sum of the two even numbers is also an even number. So modulus of, again if you are taking modulus, that is also even. Therefore a comma c belongs to R. It is transitive. So you have to say always. For that they will give you 1 mark. I'll write it here. It is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. It is an equivalence relation. It is an equivalence relation. It is an equivalence relation. Right. And the next step. Next we are going to see what is the meaning of this. 1, 3, 5 is related to each other. Means what? The difference of the numbers will be equal to even. If you see that 1 minus 3 equal to 2 is even, 1 minus 5 equal to minus 4 is even. This is also minus 2 is even number, and again 3 minus 5 equal to minus 2 is also even. So the difference of the two numbers are even. Therefore what will you say here? Therefore the elements in the set 1, 3, 5 is related to each other because their difference is even. What is the relation here? The relation is the difference of the two numbers should be even. So that's why we are saying that these numbers are related to each other. Here the relation is the difference of the two numbers are even. So the elements in the set 1, 3, 5 is related to each other because their difference is even. Right. Now listen this one. Again you can write the other one also. What will you say here? The elements of 2, 4 is related to each other because their difference is even. Again 2 minus 4 minus 2 because their difference is even. Next, the elements of I'll write it here. No element of the set 1, 3, 5 is related to any element of the set 2, 4. These two are not related to each other because their difference is not even. Their difference is not even. Right. Now, what is the meaning of, you see that 1 minus 2. Here you can say that, so 1 the element from the first set and the element from the second set, it will be minus 1, not even, it is an odd number. Therefore what it, because their difference is not even, any element. So 1 minus 2, 3 minus 4, 5 minus 2, 5 minus 4, anything, so that the difference of this will be odd, it is not even. Therefore they are not related to each other. Next sum. Show that each of the or in the set A equal to X such that it is given in set builder form 0 less than or equal to X less than or equal to 12 is an equivalence defined by is an equivalence relation. Let us write the relations later on. Right. Now listen. R equal to A comma B such that modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. This is also an important sum. And the second one, R equal to A comma B such that A equal to B. The first one we are going to see. The first part we are going to see, children. Right, now let us write what is the set given here. A equal to X such that X is lying between 0 and 12, including 0 and 12. And the first relation we are taking it as R equal to the first relation R equal to A comma B such that modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. So now we have to be very careful. Now all of you know to prove this. Again this is an important sum, reflexive. For all A belongs to the set A comma A belongs to R implies modulus of A minus A equal to 0. You know that 0 is a multiple of any number. 0 is a multiple of 4. Therefore, it is reflexive. Next, symmetric we have to prove. Listen carefully how we are going to write symmetric. For all A comma B belongs to the set A comma B belongs to R implies A comma B belongs to R implies what will you say here? Modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. So you can say that A minus B is a multiple of 4. So that is minus of B minus A is a multiple of 4. Okay, just I wait for you sometime. Any doubt you have? Can you continue? How will you continue this? So which implies b minus a is a multiple of 4. Therefore, modulus of b minus a is a multiple of 4. So you can say that b comma a belongs to R. Next, transitive. For all a comma b comma c belongs to the set A comma b belongs to R. Same like previous sum, implies modulus of a minus b is a multiple of 4. Okay, right. So without modulus also you can say a minus b is a multiple of 4. Next, you are going to say that b comma c belongs to R, implies modulus of b minus c is a multiple of 4. So b minus c is a multiple of 4. You know that how to continue this? This will be, now you are going to say a minus c. A minus c is adding and subtracting b. So this is, for example, it is 8. It is a multiple of 4. This is 12. It is a multiple of 4. 12 plus 8. 8 is also a multiple of 4. So you can say that is a multiple of 4. Therefore, again modulus of a minus c is a multiple of 4. So a comma c belongs to R. Therefore, it is transitive. So now it is, since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, it is an equivalence relation. Right. Next, we are going to see the second one, a equal to b. That is very simple. Just go through this. I will wait for some time. How to write the steps, that is very important for you. You have to follow the same steps. Next, we are going for the second one. Let us take a equal to b. So that is, what is that? R equal to a comma b such that a equal to b. So we have to prove this is an equivalence relation. Again, it is very simple for you. So now what will you say? For all a belongs to the set A, the same set you have to take, and a comma a belongs to R, implies a equal to a. You know that a is equal to a is true. Therefore, it is reflexive. It is reflexive. Any doubt you have? Next. We are going for symmetric. For all A comma B belongs to the set A, if A comma B belongs to R implies A equal to B. So this can be said as which implies B equal to A. So B comma A belongs to R. Therefore it is symmetric. Next, transitive. For all A comma B comma C belongs to the set A comma B belongs to R implies A equal to B. So next, B comma C belongs to R implies B equal to C. So if A equal to B, then B equal to C, which implies A equal to C. So A comma C belongs to R. Therefore it is transitive. Therefore, it is transitive. It is transitive. Right. Now what will you say here? Since it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, it is an equivalence relation. It is an equivalence relation. Right. Now, we have one subdivision there. I'll write that question. Find the set of all elements related to 1 in each case. Right. Now listen here. The set of all elements related to 1 in each case. What is the first case? Modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. So when we will get the multiple of 4 here, it is, now you can say that 1, 5 and 9. So now you can say that between the elements 1 comma 1 to 12. Right. So 1 minus 5 is 4, which is a multiple of 4. 1 minus 9, 8, which is a multiple of 4. 5 minus 9, it is minus actually. 1 minus 5 is minus 4, it's a multiple of 4. 5 minus 9, minus 4, it is a multiple of 4. I am telling the difference. So again 1 minus 9 minus 8, which is a multiple of 4. So this is to find the set of all the elements related to 1. For the first case, the elements related to 1 are 1 comma 5 comma 9. It is a, what is that? For the is a multiple of 4. What is the second case? A equal to B. A equal to B means what? Only 1. 1 equal to 1. That is the for the second one. The relation for the second one is the element 1. For the first one, 1, 5, 9. Okay, just go through that. Tomorrow relations will be completed. And then again by next week I will be giving you some JEE questions. You have to, I will send through WhatsApp. You have to solve this. Thank you, children. Sir is not there. Sir is not there.
There.